Hi guys, welcome to Family Fun Pack. I'm here with my personal trainer, Rudy, today.
What's up, guys?
We are so excited about today's video. We have something so great to share.
Guys, this has been months in the making and we're just so excited to bring it to you guys. Tell me, Steve, tell me this.
We are launching a fitness program. It's gonna be awesome. Everyone can do it. We're gonna talk more about it later in the vlog, but that's the main point of today's video, to get you guys excited about fitness and start you all on a fitness journey.
And not only that, it's going to be the simplest and easiest structured way for you to get your results all through your phone.
Fun with Family Fun Pack.
Okay, so first off, before we get into the program, I want to start with your story and your journey, because even for me as a trainer, like, to see her grow, I've been training her for almost 5 years now. And just to see you grow has been so inspirational, and I know your fans have been asking for this, and I kind of want to give them like a backstory of how we started and why we started, or why you started, and that way it can kind of help them with their journey as well, hopefully. Yeah. So, I have a few questions for you. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
We're not going to harass each other today. Today's just going to be all about...
We're going to try not to harass each other.
I know, but that's just our personalities. Okay, so the first question I have is, what made you start your fitness journey?
Well, okay, probably 2019, I want to say. I was walking into 24-Hour Fitness and they had this class and they said it was free. So I was like, okay, we'll go to that. Matt and I went to this class, and there was this great teacher. He had like great energy. And I was like, wow, this will be great. So I wanted to join the class. Then I found out there was a fee to join the class. And I was like, oh my gosh. But then I literally did think I really liked this trainer. I really enjoyed this.
Who is this dude? I'm kind of getting jealous right now. Gosh.
So we ended up joining the class. And Rudy was the trainer of the class. It was just a great class. To this day, everyone in that class is still our friends. That same group of people. You guys have seen them in our vlogs. Every Friendsgiving, that's our workout group.
That is true. And to be honest, guys, that's the reason why we kind of came up with this program, is because that's one thing that we realized over the years as we started training together, is the fact that like we're all still together and we're all still being active together. I think that group camaraderie is like something that we wanted to share with everyone, especially with the Fun Pack community. So I felt like this is a way that's going to kind of bring back that training style that you're talking about in 2019 to with everyone, and we can all do it over the phones together, as we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, because we know that you guys live worldwide.
Exactly.
But I get a lot of questions about fitness and people that are noticing that maybe I look a little different.
A little? You better stop. I swear, this is one of the most humble people I've ever met. Like, she looks so different, guys, and like, it's just so great. I'm just so proud of her. Honestly, I tell her that every day, so I don't like to gas her up too much, but I am just so proud of her. Like, guys, oh my gosh, we're gonna totally get into like the details of like the consistency and the hard work that this woman brings day in and day out, but yeah, I am just so proud of her, and we're just gonna start off with that for now.
Well, it's thanks to a good trainer.
You know what, it's whatever.
His energy is really inspiring, and finding someone that I could work with that is just like him, it's just, everything's good. Like, he spots me when I need to be spotted. He's positive. Guys, when I weighed 70 or more pounds more than I do now, he was happy for me losing 1 pound. And if I was the trainer, I probably would have been like, wow, great. Yeah. You have a lot more to lose. But I would lose 1 pound and I'd lose 2 pounds, like little by little. And every single time he'd be like, yes! He'd be jumping for joy every little milestone.
That's true, guys. It's true. I get like goosebumps like when she tells me this stuff, because along the way, like, that's just us going in the right direction, and that's just something that I've just always wanted her to know. Like, as long as we're taking that one step, whether it be 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, whether we're just going in that direction, like, that's a result of like success. Leading from that is obstacles like you had to overcome, because guys, we don't live in a perfect world, and I know we always have, I don't want to say excuses, but there's always things that come up in our life that kind of stops us or like distracts us from the goals that we have set out for ourselves individually. You know, so I kind of wanted you to kind of talk about the obstacles that you overcame, and hopefully it touches someone in a way where they know like, wow, if she's able to do it, then I can do it too.
Yeah.
You know.
I would say the biggest obstacle, well, there's probably a couple, but one of the biggest ones will be time. Because it's definitely a time commitment,
Yes.
And as everyone knows, I have a lot of kids. So
yeah, so there's no excuses, guys. Honestly, oh my gosh, there is no excuses why you can't do it. If she can do it, there is no excuse. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I have to say that.
I mean, I have 7 kids. I run my own business, and I'm really busy. I work more than 40 hours a week, so putting that time into myself was a challenge, especially at first. In fact, at first, I only did 3 days a week.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say
When
that.
I first asked about personal training with him, because at first I did the group class, and I really liked the group class. I didn't get huge results up front, but I wasn't putting in huge effort either. I was only going once or twice a week, but I was feeling a little better. So I was like, okay, I want to do personal training. And I was actually thinking he'd say once a week, and he goes, oh, I require 3 days a week minimum. And I was like, what? 3 days a week?
Because when I first started out, I was doing anything from whether you wanted to train 5 days a week or once a week. But then I realized over time, though, that the people that were training once or twice a week, I started thinking like, is that enough? You know, like what are you doing on the other 5 or 6 days that you're not with me?
Yeah.
You know, and so if you're only training that one day out of that whole week, then how are we ever gonna reach the goals that you have set for yourself or the habits that you're trying to build to get to those goals?
Yeah.
Doing it once a week, you know, like to create healthy habits, like that's something that you have to continuously do day in and day out.
Yeah. Well, when you start to see your results,
Yeah, you get addicted. And
you want to do more because you're
Yes.
like, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing something. So, okay, another obstacle though, we'll come back to this, I guess, is the food, eating.
Yes.
That was a big obstacle for me because I do have some food allergies, which already makes it hard to find the right foods. So for me, when I first started working out with Rudy, I worked out and I ate not bad, but just not super consciously. I was like, I'm just gonna try this. This is 2020. I started doing more personal training then, and I was like, I'm gonna try so that I can say when I fail that at least I tried. I gave it an effort, and I knew in my heart, I was like, I already know I'm not gonna get results. I already know nothing's gonna happen. It's fine, but at least I could try. Like, what'll it hurt, you know, other than spending money on myself, which I didn't want to do, but I figured I'd just try. So getting the food and eating right was difficult for me, definitely an obstacle. And then of course, spending time away from the family, being able to dedicate that time away every single day. But I found that the more I do it, the more easy it just becomes part of my life. And it doesn't really feel like a sacrifice. It just feels like part of my life.
And that's one thing like I always like to say to everyone is this is a lifestyle. It's not just something I'm coming in 3 days a week, I'm coming in 5 days a week for training. You know, this is something that you're continuously doing, not just for that 1 hour of training or for however long you're training. This is something you're doing throughout your whole day. And that doesn't just evolve around training. It revolves around like the food choices. What are you doing on your free time? You know, are we eating out a lot? Are we eating with the family at home cooked meals, like healthier choices, things like that? And that's just something that you have to just realize that over time, the more you practice something, the better you're going to get at doing it. And that's with anything in life. Another thing I want to mention too is with the whole food choices, it's all about finding foods that work for you, that you enjoy to eat. I always say this little saying of like, healthy eating doesn't have to taste bad. And if you're eating something that you're enjoying to eat, like there's no reason to want to go out there and eat bad food. You know, so like one thing I know that has worked for us that Christina's loves is her little rice cakes with banana.
That's his idea, but it's really good.
Her little rice cakes with banana, like that's something that that we realized that she loves to eat, that she enjoys to eat. So
it's filling.
Yeah,
rice
exactly.
cake, a little bit of peanut butter, cut up banana, cinnamon. It's so good.
So
chocolate
that
rice cake.
And that right there, like, is similar to eating like a chocolate chip cookie, like that little sweet palate that you can have on your taste. Guys, there's ways that you can trick your mouth and your mind and your palate to wanting to eat healthier and without eating the bad foods. You know, that's like a benefit as well of working with someone that actually knows, you know, like what they're doing and like how it's going to benefit you in the long run for things or little certain parts in your life that you're struggling with, like to help you along the way. And the thing that I'm happy about is that now that Christina's has learned so much, you know, over these years when it comes to eating healthier, like our food choices, our quick snacks, things like that. Like these are things that she's gonna be able to share with you guys, which gets me even more excited because now you guys are gonna know exactly like the foods you should be eating and the things you should be doing along the way as well, you know. And this is all gonna be coming from her, you know, like not me. Like this is gonna be all her to help you guys out along the way.
Sometimes food can be an issue just because people are picky or they don't think they'll like certain things. But if you just try it, I think that you might realize there's little tweaks you can make to your diet that you will like.
That is true, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've probably been asking her for over a year to try this little rice cake recipe, and like, she finally tried it. And I kid you not, I still remember getting that text message from her, and she was like, "I actually tried that rice cake little method that you told me about, and it's so delicious." And I was like, laughing because I was in shock at how long it's been since, like, I've told her that for probably over a whole year, and the fact that like it took her almost like 12 months to actually like listen to what I was saying.
And he's like, "I told you it would be good." I was like, "Well, I don't know."
It's one of those things though where it's like trying something new. Like maybe for you guys that are watching, like maybe this is exactly what you need, you know, to kickstart your health journey and your fitness goals that you're trying to reach, you know, but you're scared to do it. Like, this is why we're doing this. Like, these are all things that we hope that's going to help you guys want to start going in that direction and want to try something that you're uncomfortable with. Because guys, that's the only way to truly get results, is putting yourself in uncomfortable situations in order to find that growth out of that as an individual.
Yeah. And once you tell your body that you're not going to have certain things, like the sugars, the sugary drinks, the sodas, the cookies, all that kind of stuff, if you can just kind of cleanse from that, just stay away for a short while. Don't buy it, don't have it in your pantry, have it unavailable. And then I think if you do that, you'll be able to make those changes where, okay, I can deal without soda. I can deal without the cookies. When they're not there and there's no temptation and you just don't buy them, then it's, you know, you're not going to eat them as much, and then you can start to have healthier habits. And
when you do it that way, and eventually when you start seeing the results, like she was saying, how like it motivates you to want to train more than 3 times a week, that's exactly what's going to happen too. Like, you're going to get to a point where you're going to be seeing results, and then you're going to be surrounded by that food, and it's not even going to want to tempt you anymore, because you already know, like, you're going to be able to get the results without touching stuff like that. You know?
And maybe you have a treat on the weekend.
Exactly.
But don't have it if it's not good. That is literally a rule. Like, if there's a birthday cake and it looks kind of bad and the frosting looks like complete lard, why would you eat that? But if there's like this good like macaron at Disneyland, maybe you should eat that one.
Right.
You know, like, pick and choose. Don't just eat junk because it's there. Only eat it if it's really, really good, and draw a line. Just be like, if it's not high quality, I'm not going to have it.
Right. And I'm glad you said that too, because that's another thing that I want to bring up as well, is like positive reinforcement and rewarding yourself. You know, like, it's good to stay structured all week, and like she said, like, we're so structured when it comes to having these meal plans for you guys. That's going to be on the app and everything like that. But we are going to throw in there that meal, we call it that free meal, where you're going to be able to have whatever you want once a week, twice a week, something along those lines, just so you can reward yourself of all the hard work you're doing, because this isn't easy. Like, this journey that Christina's is still on, like, it's not easy. But that's the reason why, though, it's so rewarding at the end of the day, because if it was easy, everybody would do it. Any other obstacles, though, that you want to talk about?
I would say an obstacle that I think anyone might have is cardio.
Yes.
Because cardio burns a lot of calories. And for some people, walking is their cardio, but I would call that very low impact and not high calorie burning, unless you're really walking like, 10, 20 miles. So when I first started training with Rudy, on my first session, I showed up like, a minute before my session, and I was on time, and
she won't leave you alone now, guys. I'm just kidding.
I felt late, but I was like, okay, well, he said, okay, let's get on this bike and let's do like 5 or 10 minutes. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, what a waste of my time. That's actually what I thought. I was like, why is he making me do this? And so after a few sessions, when we kept doing this little warm up in the beginning, I thought to myself, well, if I want to get more out of my session, maybe I should show up a little early and do my cardio before my session. Because I knew I wasn't going to do cardio anywhere otherwise. I just wasn't going to do it. And so I started doing that. And then one day I just saw those stairs that had been right next to me. And I said, I'm going to try those stairs. I'm just going to try. And I'll never forget it, because he was shocked. He looked over and saw me, and he's like, I couldn't believe it.
Guys, and I kid you not, even till this day, like, it's not at a point now where she's getting results and she's just, putting in like 50% effort. Like, no, guys, even till this day, like, it's been 4 years now, and it's like, she shows up, I kid you not, 30 minutes early, if not 45 minutes early, and she is on those stairs the whole time until I finish up with the client, and like, it's our time to go. And like, I'm sitting there and I'm just watching her, and I'm just like blown away at how long like she's like committed to doing this, and like, it just, like I said, it's just one of those things where it's just so motivating to see as a trainer, like, the growth of like the individuals that you train, and just the mindset that they have now. Like, because like, as she mentioned, like, she was showing up a minute before our sessions, 5 minutes before our sessions, and now it's at the point where gosh, like we're almost doing a 2-hour session because she's showing up like 30 minutes, 45 minutes early just to do those stairs, guys. You know, and like that's just something that like, you know, the more effort you put in, the more you're gonna get out.
Yeah.
You know?
I love doing the cardio beforehand. I like doing the stairs.
Right.
I know everybody hates the stairs. They love the elliptical, but if you want to burn a lot of calories, you got to work really hard.
Yes.
The stairs burn a lot of calories. So I do the stairs
True.
every single day because of that. And then if I can't or I want to do more, I have my elliptical behind me here at home. But I like doing that. I like working out on the stairs beforehand because I like to get a good sweat because I feel like I work harder during my weights when I'm sweating throughout the weights. Otherwise, if I just go in without cardio, I feel like I can do a full workout without even sweating sometimes.
Right.
And I want to sweat because I want to burn the calories.
And it helps warm you up before you even get going. You know, like before a session starts, like your blood's already going through your body and all that stuff. You already got some calories burning. You know, so when it comes to the cardio, guys, the reason why the cardio is so important because the main benefit of that is it's targeting your cardiovascular system, which is your heart, which is the muscle. You know, and it's not like we can go into a gym and I can be like, Christina's, we're gonna do a heart curl instead of a bicep curl, you know, to strengthen your heart. Like the only way to strengthen your heart, guys, is to do cardio exercises. And that can be anything from dancing, doing yoga, swimming, cycling. Like, yes, we love the Stairmaster because she's able to do it, you know, but if you have knee injuries and you have back injuries and things like that, there's other things that we can do along the way that's going to help you get similar results and similar benefits to something like what Christina's is doing along that way.
And I wasn't doing 30 minutes up front.
Right,
I did level 1 for 5 or 10 minutes.
I thought she was just standing on there, guys. She wasn't even moving.
Oh,
I was just kidding. Oh my gosh, yes.
I'll get you back there.
Okay.
No, but for real, I mean, little by little, I moved up to like level 2. Level 3 was my go-to for months. I couldn't get above it. It was hard.
And you want to know what I asked her yesterday? What level was she on? Guys, she was on level... You want to tell them?
10.
Yes, she was on level 10, guys. And listen to what she just said like 5 seconds ago. She started on level 1 or 2. Like that is impressive. That's just consistency. That's the make of consistency right there. Okay, so tell me some of the benefits that you want to share with your subscribers.
Besides making a best friend that's not Matt, you know, when you spend at least 5 hours a week, an hour a day talking to someone, that's a lot if you think about it. I don't even talk to my mom an hour a day.
Yeah, that is. And I honestly feel like that's why like we get along so well. Like we're able to joke with each other. Like we just have like this relationship that's just, it's just definitely special, you know, and I don't take that for granted at all. You know.
I feel lucky.
Me too. Me too. You know, along the way.
So, benefits. Okay, I have not shared much about this with you guys really, but I used to get migraines. I didn't get them that frequently, but my migraines are oral migraines, so when I get the migraine, it's like lines in my eyes and I can't see. I have to take Tylenol, lay down, take a time out for at least 30 minutes, all that kind of stuff. So I was getting them not super frequent, but often enough, and it gave me a lot of anxiety. If I went to a store and there was a flickering light, I would be like, oh my gosh, is that a migraine? And I don't know, it was just anxiety causing for me to have those migraines. But I did not realize it would be a benefit of working out. I have not had a migraine for like at least 2 years, maybe longer. And I think the last one I had was so minor, but they're gone. They're like completely gone. I'm so happy about it actually.
Yeah, and I remember too, like you would come into our sessions back in the day and you would tell me about like, that you're scared to get another migraine during our workout, or you're scared like just along those lines of that, where like you're just going out throughout your day, whether you be shopping or whatever, and like you just be getting these migraines and you're just like tired of having them, you know?
Yeah.
It's just,
so random benefit, I did not know what happened. Another benefit I was completely unaware of happening was the mental health benefits that I've received from working out. So in 2020, all around the same time when I was deciding to do personal training, I seriously thought I needed psychological help. I mean, obviously the world was in chaos, so there was a little added stress anyway. But I mean, I was having such bad anxiety, I just couldn't function. I could feel my heart pounding. I was just stressed out. Everything was bad. Everything was just horrible. And so I was like looking for a therapist, and I found a therapist. I tried going. I didn't really feel like he was helping me much. And eventually I gave up. I just stopped going because I was like, I don't want to keep paying for this. Again, a situation of me not wanting to put money into myself, but that one I did give up on. But what I was going to say about that is I realized over time with working out, I am completely great mental health wise. Completely. I am so happy. I feel great. I do not have anxiety. I don't have any of the problems that I had mental health wise. And that is something that I did not expect. Even when I go on vacation, when I take breaks from working out now, I'll feel the anxiety. It starts to creep back sometimes.
Right.
And I crave getting back to lifting weights because I want to feel happy and I want to feel good all the time. I love how it makes me feel.
And you know what's crazy, guys? Like, someone asked me this the other day too about like why you love being a personal trainer and what got you into it and everything like that. And like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, if you were to ask me that question like 5 years ago, I would have told you I just want to change people, like their physiques, and get them in the best shape of their life. And now to answer that same question like 5 years later, after everything like I've been through, it's just I feel like personal training and working out is so much more than physical. You know, I feel like it's like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like everything evolves and transforms, and it's not just your physique that transforms you. So it's so important that like we take care of that mental aspect in order for you to start seeing those results and start feeling like yourself again, you know? And like, I just think that training and working out is just an outlet to relieve stress, and it's a great way for you to be able to be more productive with your work. So it kind of goes hand in hand together, you know? Like, I don't know if you probably feel like you have gotten more energy since you've been working out to be more productive with you know, the work that you do along the way.
Well, I feel like my whole life is better. I'm a better mom. I'm in general just a better person, more happy. I even feel like I'm slightly more just like relaxed and easygoing about things. Like, I'm willing to kind of let things just slide off my back a lot more. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just honestly can't even believe the mental health benefits and other benefits that have been a direct result of my working out, because nothing else has changed in my life. Everything is the same. I've lived the same life of being a mom, taking care of my kids, and running a YouTube channel since 2011. The only difference now is that I'm being physically fit and physically active.
Gosh, I'm just so happy to be a part of this. I get so much chills. Like, that is crazy. Like, you're right. Like, it's so true. And like, guys, I'm able to see this firsthand on the daily. Like, this is like my second family right here, and like, they have been in my life for almost 5 years now, and it's just...
Before he was married and a dad.
That's true. And it's just so crazy to see her kids, the way they just are so excited about talking, not only to me about fitness, you know, but like they're just so excited to be a part of like her mom's journey, and they ask her questions all the time about it. And at the same time, like even now, like what's changed is when she goes on vacations, like I'm not only getting like pictures and videos from her and Matt, you know, doing exercises. I'm getting videos and pictures from the whole family, you know. You know, and it's like, it's just crazy to see that evolution of how like her kids now are like, they're so impacted by the changes and choices that Christina's had made in like such a positive way when it comes to like health and fitness, that it's making an impact on them now, and they're looking at health and fitness in such a positive way, and now like that's something that they want to do. And like for me, like there's no better feeling as a trainer to see like the effects that you're having in that way on your family, you know, because at the end of the day, like that's what means the most, like what you're able to not only like provide for your family, but to set the example for your family. And like, guys, to be honest, like her and Matters are like, they're like the best parents ever, you know, like I don't know, like gosh, we're talking about that, like we don't know anyone else that like plays basketball or like soccer with their kids for like 2-3 hours. Like I don't know anyone else that does that with their kids, and it's just so awesome to see like that's the example that they set for her, like for their kids, you know, and like to be a part of that and witness that, like that's like motivating to see, you know, especially for me now being like a new dad, as she mentioned, like that's just awesome. So now, since you guys are here, we want to talk to you guys about
because it's important, and I wanted to do something where I could share fitness with all of you, because like I said, I get so many questions, and I just think that everyone should be able to have access to it and be able to do it and be able to be their best self.
Yes.
It doesn't mean your skinniest self. It could just be your best self, your healthiest self, your most fit self, your, you know, wherever you want to be.
And even if you guys are in good shape already, like this is a great way to find, maybe you're just looking for something else. Maybe you're looking for structure, and you're looking for something that's going to help you stay disciplined and hold you, which I think is the most important thing, which is accountability, guys. And accountability is something that we all need in our lives, you know, and that's going to help us stay on track. And that's exactly what we have here that we created for you guys on the Fun Pack Fit. Yes.
Yeah, and you can build muscle. Anyone can always build muscle. Little more muscle.
Yes. So we're going to tell you guys exactly how it works to where it's going to be so easy to follow and join, guys. You know, so what's going to happen is I'm going to have a link. Christina's is going to have a link. And that link is going to give you access to basically everything that we do, guys. Like our training, there's going to be videos on there that shows you exactly the exercises that Christina's does.
It's the exact workout.
Exact workout, guys. The same program that I have Christina's
Yes.
on, it's going to be the same program that you guys will be getting.
Yes.
And it's going to be videos, tutorial videos on how to do it. You're going to physically see her, you know, doing the exercises.
Don't judge if I look embarrassing.
You look amazing, always. So she's doing the exercises, and I'm basically demonstrating to her how to do this, how to do the exercises. So you guys are gonna be able to see all of that. Okay?
You guys also, I have the best trainer, so you obviously can't also have the best trainer when I already have him. So this is a way for you to also have my trainer.
Right.
You will see him training me, telling you exactly what to do with the exact. I do the same exercises over and over and over every single week, and that's all I've been doing now for like the last few years. But it works. It works, and so you'll be doing the same exact thing. Nothing different.
And the best part about this whole thing, guys, is it's all done like from your phone, literally the palm of your hand, guys. And we have two different programs. We have a weight training program that you can do, and we also have a body weight program that if you're at home, if you're busy, you know, a mom taking care of kids, and just anyone, or even a dad taking care of kids, like this is something you can do in your living room while the kids are watching a movie or something like that, you know, or it's something you guys can do as a family all together.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
not just for moms.
Right. Yeah.
Matt trains with him too.
Exactly. So it's definitely for everyone that's looking to get in shape, to follow a nice structured plan and staying disciplined as well. Okay, so to go off of that, there's going to be a link that we will both have for you guys to get. It's in the description box as well. So what's going to happen is you're going to click on that link, and once you purchase and it sends you that email, it's going to send you a questionnaire, and that questionnaire is going to help me and Christina's get to know you guys, you know, on paper, and it's going to get to know your guys' body. And the benefit of having that is it's going to help us be able to customize calories for you guys, help you guys with your meal plan, all that. So not only are you just getting an app to follow Christina's workout, you guys are going to be getting something that's going to be personalized for you, an individualized workout program for you as well. You know, so you're going to be getting something that's called a dashboard. And within that dashboard, it's going to be your calories. It's going to give you a checklist of things to follow day in and day out, Monday through Sunday. And then it's also going to have you take photos as progress photos that you can do weekly. And then it's going to give you a calendar as well. Also workout videos and the meal plan that I mentioned as well. So all this, guys, is going to be all wrapped up in one little app on your phone.
The workouts are all under 45 minutes.
Yes.
You can accomplish it. You can definitely do it. They're not too hard. You can tailor them all to your specific ability. If you can lift 5 pounds only, that's fine. If you can only do body weight for now, do your body weight. Because trust me, like arm circles, that's hard with your own body weight.
You sit there and do that for 2 minutes, you'll start feeling the burn for sure. Which is why we came out with the two programs, you know, weight training or body weight. Like it's your preference, guys. Like we want something that was going to be sustainable for you and your lifestyle. And another benefit of the app as well is this is something that you're going to be able to do whenever you want to do it. You know, everyone has
morning,
different
night, when your kid's taking a nap, after everyone's gone to bed, before work, you can do that. And just so you guys are familiar with what we're saying, what he's saying body weight, that means like your body only. You need nothing. You can do this at home with zero equipment, on your floor, in your bedroom, anywhere you want, hotel room, anywhere. And the other one that we have is in the gym. Yes. So it's doing weightlifting with machines though. All machines that you will find anywhere. Nothing fancy, just regular workout stuff.
Perfect. All right, so to finish this off, I think it's time to answer some questions that you guys gave to Christina's on Instagram. We're excited to answer these questions. We've been looking over them and, you know.
There's some good questions.
It's definitely something that we look forward to doing in this video.
The first question is, do you guys like using saunas and steam rooms? I'm going to add to that and say, how about massages?
Ah, that's a good one. Yes,
we
yes, yes,
both
yes, yes.
do a massage every week.
Yes.
I was inspired by Rudy. He was doing a massage once a week. And I
Guys,
do it now too.
yeah, you gotta realize that when you're exercising, what you're doing is you're breaking down the muscle fibers in your body so they can rebuild and come back stronger. You know, like that's what gets you stronger. So during that rebuilding process, you build up what's called lactic acid and everything. So having a good masseuse that's gonna help with that, help release that lactic acid and help your body be able to recover faster. That's something that I think is so crucial when it comes to exercising. And to answer the question about the steam rooms and sauna, I definitely would say to finish your workout, but don't stay in there longer than, I would say, 10 minutes probably. Just because, you know, I mean, it could get really hot in there to where, I mean, I know some people that have passed out in there for staying in there too long. What you really want to do when it comes to those saunas and steam room is, what you're really trying to do is just open up the blood vessels so you're not as sore. You know, so that's kind of, I recommend just no more than 5 to 10 minutes.
Not as a method of weight loss.
Yes.
Losing water weight isn't what you want to do.
Right, exactly. It's body fat that we're looking for.
A few of you guys were asking how many times a week I work out or even how many times a day. So my routine is 5 times a week. I do about 30 minutes of cardio and about an hour of weightlifting. And then some days I go on a walk in the evening. I do a couple miles with the dogs. I made that one of my goals to kind of just up my cardio and movement a little bit, was to walk the dogs. So that's pretty much what I do. Nothing crazy. Sometimes I'll do 2 times cardio a day, but
right. And even on those 2 days that she doesn't train, guys, like she's still doing something active, which I like to call active recovery. And that can be something simple as like just going to the park, or like we mentioned, playing soccer or basketball or running or going to the mall or with your family, just spending time with your family, doing things outdoors, just getting your body moving. Like things like that is
walking around the mall.
Yeah. Things like that is gonna help you. It's gonna help you burn those calories, but also get blood flow going throughout your body throughout the whole week, you know, so you're not as sore the next week.
The next question is about stretching. They'd like to know some calf stretches.
Oh, you guys are gonna put me on the spot right now,
Of course we are. While we're doing it, why don't you show them your bicep?
I haven't worked out yet. Oh, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So I'm gonna show you 2 of them. So there's one that you can do that's a little more for beginner intermediate. So what you can do is you're gonna go ahead and stand up near a wall. You're gonna put your hands fully stretched out. You're gonna put one leg in front of the other. And then the leg that you have in the back, you're gonna go ahead and push that heel down as far as you can towards the ground and lean forward with that front knee. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna help stretch out that calf going along the whole back all the way down to your heel. And then the other stretch is gonna be, we're gonna be down. This is a little more advanced, so I feel like the first one will be good to use, but if you feel like you need a deeper stretch, another way to do it is to get into a plank. And you're gonna hop into what's called downwards dog, if you're familiar with yoga poses. I'll show you. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cross one leg over the other, and you're gonna go ahead and push your heel down with the opposite foot. And that's gonna help get that stretch, not only on your calf, but you're gonna feel that all the way up your hamstring as well. So that's the way to get a little deeper on the stretch.
Next question is, how can you lose weight, but you go to the gym and you gain weight instead of losing?
Oh.
Frustrating.
Yes. I feel like we just talked about that though a little earlier about how muscle weighs more than fat. So if you feel like you aren't losing weight too fast or you're gaining weight rather than losing weight, that's why we always say photos, guys. Photos is everything, which is why that is so important on our Fun Pack Fit app, that you're gonna be able to take photos weekly, because that's gonna help you like see physically, you know, like, okay, am I gaining weight? Am I losing weight? Or am I just building muscle? You know, so
and if you are gaining weight, maybe you should reevaluate what you're eating, how much cardio you're doing, because maybe you're not doing really what you should be doing.
Right.
So you really are gaining a little bit because maybe you feel more hungry, and you feel like, well, gosh, I'm working out. Do I deserve this milkshake? But maybe last week you weren't having the milkshake, but now you feel like you deserve it. So really, maybe you're eating more calories. So there's a lot of pieces to that.
Right. Which is why we track everything, and everything's gonna be tracked for you on the app. That way you're able to see what you're doing every single week, whether we need to make adjustments or not. Okay, guys, so the next question is there a level of nutrition you follow as well? Meaning high protein, low carb, etc.
Okay.
You know?
So for me, I do try to have high protein. I eat yogurt that has high protein. He recommended yogurt. It's really good.
Yes.
We try to go low sugar, high protein.
A natural. So, guys, the non-fat Greek yogurt is amazing to use because not only obviously does it have no fat in it, it's basically a natural probiotic. So it's really good for your gut health and digestion as well. So it's gonna stop you from being bloated. So not only is it a good snack, it has great health benefits to it as well.
I try to eat, like I said, lots of protein, things that are filling. Try to get the vegetables in. I know I could do better than I do with that, but I do try to eat vegetables like asparagus and green beans and the squashes, stuff like that. I actually, one of my staples is rice. I get the white sticky rice at Costco. It's in the cup that you heat it for 90 seconds. It's so good. And I put out my hamburger meat. I just make hamburger meat, season it, and I eat hamburger meat and rice. And that's a meal for me that's got protein, it's got carbs.
Right.
It's very filling. It tastes good because it's warm. It's not just eating like snack food type stuff.
And you see how she enjoyed saying that right now, guys? Like, and she even threw in their carbs. Like, don't be afraid to eat carbs. Like, carbs are good for you. Carbs is the number one fuel source that your body wants, especially when it comes to working out. It's the number one macronutrient your body wants for energy. So why would we cut out carbs if that's what your body's craving? The problem is we're eating the wrong carbs. So as long as we find the right carbs that our body needs to utilize for that energy, that's where we're gonna get the benefits from. And you're not gonna feel guilty for eating things like that.
Along the line of food, someone else asked about protein shakes. I have 2 protein shakes I love. One is the Fairlife. I love the chocolate. I have it every single morning along with all of my vitamins and supplements. I recommend supplements. I think they're good for you.
Right.
I also found out I could have the Premier Protein. I'm lactose intolerant, and so the Fairlife is lactose free, and I wasn't sure about the Premier Protein, but I can have that also, so I have that one sometimes. But my go-to is the Fairlife. I also actually like the G2G protein bars. They're so good. It's a refrigerated bar. The chocolate chip peanut butter is so good. It tastes like you're eating a treat. Like, protein bars in general, I don't think taste very good, but this one is so good. I just love how it tastes. Delicious. So I have that sometimes. Well, I like to have that before the gym, actually. I also eat the Blue Diamond Smokehouse almonds. I love them. It's a great snack. Almonds are good for you. And that smokehouse flavor is so
Healthy fats,
good.
guys. Healthy fats.
I mentioned my meat and rice. I also do black beans and rice, and I'll put avocado on it. Avocado is also good for you. Those are like my favorite things that I love to eat.
And that's okay. You know, it's one of those things, guys, where it's like, if you have certain foods that you enjoy eating, like I was mentioning earlier, like you don't have to switch your food up all the time, you know? Like if you enjoy eating certain foods, stick to those things, because what you enjoy doing, you have a tendency to want to keep doing that. The good thing about the app is that it helps keep track of all your calories and the foods that you're consuming. So whether you're eating 3 meals a day or whether you're eating 6 meals a day, there's no right or wrong way to do it. So it's whatever fits your lifestyle, and however you're gonna be able to get all those calories in that you need for your body, which is why it's so important when you guys sign up to do that questionnaire for us, so we're able to customize the amount of food that you should be eating for your body.
Okay, tips on how to stay motivated when going to the gym. I have a couple of these.
That's a good one.
Personally, my motivation is that I just want to get better. I want to look a certain way, and I love how it makes me feel. So for me, that's highly motivating. The other thing that's highly motivating is my trainer. I'm highly motivated by positive reinforcement, and when I feel like he's impressed with me, or I feel like he thinks I'm doing a good job, it's very motivating for me. Right. So I want to keep doing good. I don't want to let him down either. So those things are motivating for me. However, with our app, we have the community where we can all talk to each other. I can send you guys personalized videos. Every single week, I can send you little videos showing you what I'm doing, so you can be on the same track as me. We can all chat in a big group chat. Yes. There's so many benefits that can help all of you guys stay motivated. Because you guys, if I can do this, I literally promise you, you can do it. I had 0 confidence. I was 100% sure I was gonna fail, but I was willing to at least try. And I'm telling you, like, I know everyone says, oh, if I can do it, you can do it, but I promise you, if I can do it, you can do it. He's always insulting me.
I'm just kidding. Oh, man.
So yeah, I'm not joking. You guys, you can do it. I promise you can do it. The next question is best exercises and foods to flatten the tummy.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. So when it comes to the foods, guys, it's going to be, this is hard to answer because it's different for everybody. Everyone's body responds differently to certain foods. So just to generalize it, I would say to stay away from high starch foods, greasy foods, and really try to keep low fat foods. And these are all things that we have on the app. Just always keep an open mind when it comes to making
I was
healthier.
just gonna say open-minded.
So I really try to keep an open mind when it comes to making these healthy food choices. But like I mentioned, that's why we put so much time into this app for you guys, because there is a section in there that we have a list of foods for you guys.
So exciting.
Yeah, it's a list of food for you guys of all healthy choices. And even if you don't want something that's on that list, you can swap it out for another food that's on that list that has the same amount of calories. So it's like you're eating the same thing, just something that you like.
There's so many meals to choose from.
So many.
You're gonna practically feel like guilty, like you might get fat looking at them because you want to try them all.
It's so true.
I mean, even myself, I'm looking down the app like, dang, look at all these good meals. Like, you're gonna love it. There's so many good food choices that are all healthy. Along the lines of tummy flattening exercises,
oh, yes.
everyone always goes to their go-to of, oh, I have to do 100 crunches.
Yes.
But if you're a mom and you've had a baby, especially a lot of babies, a lot of women suffer from a weak pelvic floor. And yes, you can go to a pelvic floor physical therapist and you can work on strengthening your pelvic floor. However, I was told never do sit-ups ever again in my life. So what do you do if you can't do sit-ups? You might wonder, well, what else is there? But there's other things. Planks are something you can do. You can start on your knees. You can do easy planks on your elbows. Little short 10-second planks, nothing crazy. The other one that we do that's in the app is the dead bugs and the bird dogs.
Yes, those are like Christina's just two staples that we have incorporated, and it's crazy like to see the difference that it really has like strengthened her spine and her core. Because remember guys, your core and your back, they work hand in hand together. So the more we strengthen the core, the more pressure it takes off the back. So those are two very important exercises that I'm glad that we started to incorporate, and like we do those every day. Yes,
we do them together.
Yeah,
we're
that's
like
true.
the only trainer and trainee that sit there working out together in sync.
That's true.
At the gym, but
That's
every
true.
day we do it, and I mean I love it because I want to strengthen my core. I want to have nicer abs and midsection. I want my back to be strengthened so I don't have back problems. They're great exercises and they're very safe for you to do.
Yes.
Especially if you're a mom that's had a lot of babies. Well, we want to thank you guys for the questions. Hopefully you made it this far into the video.
Yes.
And we are just so excited. I want to let you guys know that we are going to put a discount code for all of you guys in the description box. We want you guys to sign up for this. This is about us helping you, really. Right. I think that it's such a smart thing for you guys to just try to do to benefit yourself so you can all be in a place where you feel good about life and good about yourself.
And invest in yourself, guys.
Yes.
Like, gosh, so much time we do for other people. Like, for once, like, invest in yourself and you'll see, like, you cannot fill someone else's cup if your cup is not full.
Exactly.
You know, so, like, by you investing in yourself and making yourself feel better, along the way, you're going to surround everyone around you. Like, you're going to throw off that radiant energy to them.
Yeah. And just imagine if everybody was making themselves better, the whole world would be a better place.
That's true.
So we can take our steps, we can do things little by little. And of course it's money. Obviously you have to spend money to do this. It's gonna cost. But I wanna just put it in perspective. Some people spend $7 or $8 at Starbucks on a drink that you consume within how many minutes? It's gone. It's calories in your body. So imagine just taking your Starbucks drink and not having it for a week or two, and instead putting it towards a fitness program.
That is going to be for 30 days.
Yes.
Think about that, guys. 30 days,
Yes.
1 day, 5-minute drink. And also, what you learn from this program, you're going to be able to use this for a lifetime, guys. So this isn't something that you're going to do for 30 days. This is something that is going to be instilled in you, and healthy habits you're going to have lifetime.
You can share it with your friends and family. Think about it though. A personal training session is average $50 to $60 for a 1 hour session.
And that's one, guys.
And that's one session. So you're getting a whole month of sessions for the price of a couple personal training sessions, approximately. So it's not a bad deal, and it's such a good investment in yourself. That's what I have to say about it.
Honestly, guys, I'm just really excited for you guys to be a part of this, and I'm excited to be a part of this because, guys, I'm telling you, this being a part of Christina's journey has just motivated me and inspired me to keep wanting to do well. And the fact that you guys are going to be able to support her and do this along the way as well, like, there's just no better way than
support each other.
Exactly. There's just no better way than being surrounded by positive energy. So all that does is just radiate to one person to the next. And like she mentioned, like, it's just going to be a better place if we all just do this together.
Yeah. And I want you guys to be able to work out with him. I want that for literally everyone. He can't be in every place everywhere, but this way he can.
That's
and
true,
I
guys.
promise you'll be
hand.
happy. You'll be so happy. So worth it. So with that, we'll say thanks for watching. If you have more questions, definitely put them in the comments because we'll see them, we'll reply. And if you're a kid watching this, tell your mom she can do it.
Yes,
tell her, Mommy, you got this. All right?
That way you guys can do it with her.
Yep. Yep. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.